Hey everyone, Colt here for MMOHuts.com, and it's that time of year again. Yes, it's time for me to lend a hand to Grinding Gear Games in announcing the newest Challenge League content update for Path of Exile. Path of Exile Synthesis. Synthesis centers around a new NPC, Kavas. He's a spirit who's lost all of his memories. Since it's clear that he had an important role in Rayclast's history, it's up to you to help him recover those memories. The basic gameplay of the league has you running into memory fragments throughout the world, which you'll try to help stabilize to help Kavas. You'll also find that Grinding Gear has made sure that this is a more story-heavy league, since fans of Path of Exile really enjoyed that aspect of the previous Betrayal League. Once you enter the Found Memories portal, you'll be taken to a side area packed full of monsters that decays rapidly as you play through it. Scattered throughout this memory are memory stabilizers that you'll need to find and interact with, usually between 2 and 4 to a memory. If you succeed, you'll receive that memory fragment to use in another aspect of the league's mechanics. The number of connection points associated with that memory is the same as the number of stabilizers in the level, so keep that in mind as well while clearing them out. In this league, you'll have access to a type of game board where you can place the memory pieces you've earned in the memory nexus to form a path. The board will have memories scattered around it, and your goal is to align the pieces to reach these memories. You can only connect pieces that have aligning connectors, so keep in mind what pieces you're earning as you get them. It's also worth noting that each piece you place has a set number of runs before it decays completely and will need to be replaced. Some memories, like boss or reward memories, will only have one use before they decay completely, so you'll only get one shot at clearing them before they disappear. Memory areas you place can also have modifiers associated with them as well, which can increase their difficulty significantly but also give you a chance at better rewards. Some of the areas will have global modifiers that stack up with other global modifiers on other pieces to affect all of the memories you've placed on the board at that time. This is part of how your connected chain of memories will evolve over time. In fact, this system is reminiscent of how maps are modified and formed in the game Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. This update also features 2 new reward types that will require a bit of forethought to take advantage of: Fractured and Synthesis items. Fractured items are only found within memories and show up relatively frequently, but since they originate from these decaying memories, the items are damaged. This damage manifests as a set of unchangeable static modifiers. While this may be bad, since there's a chance that the immovable properties are bad ones, these items are still important for item synthesis. You can spend these fractured items of the same type to create a base white item with randomly chosen implicit mods based on the unchangeable mods of the source items. Then you can take it through the normal crafting process to try and create a super powerful item. Another noteworthy element of this massive update is that the previous expansion, Betrayal, is now being integrated into the core game. June Ortoy is now a Forsaken Master, and she will appear at Marraketh Desert from Act 9 onward. The Immortal Syndicate content has also been retuned and rebalanced so that it appears less often, but when it does show up, there will be more of it. There have also been a number of balance changes, including the addition of hand casting. The goal here is to get almost all of the spells in the game to a similar power level, since they're a main use in high-level play, and to get players to move away from casting spells through totems or minions and incentivize casting them manually through their character. You'll still be able to run all those crazy cast on damage taken builds, but Grinding Gear wants hand casting to be a tempting option as well. There are also 6 new primary damage spells across 2 new caster archetypes: Chaos Spellcasters and Holy Spellcasters. Each of these new archetypes is centered around a primary damage spell that either uses Chaos damage, a longtime staple of high-end play, and the all-new Holy damage type, which is a blend of physical and elemental damage. Templar builds have had a few holy skills in the past, but until now there's never been a holy damage spell outright. Naturally, there are going to be new unique items to coincide with the new league as well. 16 of them, in fact. Since the game already has over 850 unique items, Grinding Gear wants to ensure that the items being added aren't filler items. This means that each item added will have interesting effects that outright change the way people play Path of Exile. For example, the new Shroud of Eternity unique item has a chance on hit to cast a spell called Glimpse of Eternity, a brand new spell created just for this item. When it triggers, it will create a time dilation bubble around you that slows down enemies' action speed. For safety, you'll want to keep yourself surrounded so that bubbles will proc more often, but you run the risk of being overwhelmed if it drops. I hope you guys are as excited to get your hands on the new League content as I am. The good news is we don't have long to wait. Path of Exile Synthesis will be available for PC on March 8th, Xbox One on March 11th, and mid-March for the PlayStation 4. Well, that's all for today. Let us know what your favorite part of the upcoming Synthesis League is going to be down in the comments below. Leave us a like and subscribe, and keep it locked on MMOHuts.com for all the latest gaming news and reviews.